Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Commanders force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Jalen Carter. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Staying with Robinson. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels throwing on 3rd. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's out in the clear. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And it's 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick by Hopkins is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. An option give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Buying some time right. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They go to Barkley again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Now Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
He's got Smith. And they take him down right along the 30. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. Jukes one defender. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll go down here at the 16. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
On the give, here's Shipley. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5. Hurts looking to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 are under Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Working quickly here. From the 35 on 2nd down. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air, 3rd and long. Able to get it to Moore. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run it with Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Daniels on 1st down. Got Sinnott. It's complete. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down give to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Bates' kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. And he sent a man in motion. On second down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's taken in by Sinnott. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. A give left side to Brown. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Cut near the goal line. And that's a Washington touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they'll make the stop after a short gain to the 48. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Daniels from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler. Juke the defender. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Running with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here. Daniels to throw on fourth. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throwing for Hurts. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
This is intercepted. Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Another carry for Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage.
This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
A tight end in motion now. Third and long for him here. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They send him left out of the slot. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a 1st down. They'll run here, following the penalty. Room to the right. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Hand off Matt Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders, moments away from win number 12. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing now, Daniels. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Commanders keep running away with this. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And they pick him off again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him. See. Anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home